It's giving like 90s, but like a little bit modern over here because all the products I use, like none of these were found in the 90s. But these, I really do. I tried out a couple new products. One, oh my god, okay, it's totally two different ends of like the price spectrum. We have a new $100 eyeshadow palette. Well, new to me. This is from Guerlain. It's the Ombre G Eyeshadow Quad, and this is in Royal Jungle. I was not planning on getting this, but I just did. And I tried it out for the first time in this video. So if you want to see my thoughts, just keep watching. And then I also picked up this. This is a $4 lipstick from W7, and look what it looks like. It looks like Charlotte Tilbury, and I really do like it. I mean, I have it on right now. I mean, look, I love trying out all products. Very expensive to very cheap. So if you're into that stuff, you're gonna love my channel. But if you wanna see how I created this look, keep on watching. I love recording during the day because, I mean, this lighting is so hard to beat. I have like my other two like professional lighting here, and they're nice, but like the daylight it just looks so much better and clearer. So I'm really excited to keep filming during the day. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. And I don't really have anything in mind right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my base. This foundation I used to use during like high school and like maybe middle school, I don't know. But this, I don't know if they changed it. I'm pretty sure I used to use this shade because I do have my tan back right now, but I do think it's a bit darker. Yeah, because this one, I can't remember. I think it oxidizes. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation Matte, and I'm mixing it with the, what is this? FitMe foundation. Oh my gosh, Matte and Poreless in 118. 118 is like my shade when I don't have a tan, but right now my tan's coming back. Last weekend we were out a lot, outdoors especially, but I'm mixing these two. That looks like a better shade match, and I'll just dab this across my face. Still looks like a bit orange, but it's okay, we'll make it work. Dabbing this all over my face. I love just matte foundations, especially with like the warmer months coming up, because I do like my T-zone area gets really greasy, and I feel like matte foundations just hold up better during the summertime. And oh, also, I've been testing out this Makeup by Mario F4 brush, and initially I'm like, okay, I mean, it blends out everything nice. It feels really nice and soft on the face. I do enjoy that. And I was like, well, as nice as it is, I don't think it's necessarily anything like special, but it just blends in everything a lot faster. Like, I already dab everything across my face to get like a even spread on it, and I just blend this out with this bigger side of the brush, and I really do like the finish because it doesn't streak at all, which is really, really nice. With some foundation brushes, I'll notice that things can streak, but my regular brushes are just like the flat ones, like they're flat and like just dense. These work fantastic too, but this just gets the job done faster. But you know, also keep in mind, I am rubbing it in, so that will of course get everything done faster, but I really do like how this feels. And I've been using this for pretty much all my cream products, and I'm a fan. Okay, yeah, this foundation shade is a bit too tan, but it's okay. I'm using a lighter concealer, and I'll just cover it up. Dab on a little bit of concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I use the shade Oatmeal 345, and I use this pretty much to brighten up, but today I actually do need a little bit of coverage because I think I slept like an hour and a half, maybe. Sleep has not been my friend lately. I just wake up really easily, and there's just been a lot of catching up I've been doing in this whole last weekend. Basically, last weekend we spent a lot of time outside and we had so much fun, but it does push a lot of my other things like behind. So I'm just catching up. I was up a while last night, but I've also been having a lot of trouble focusing at night. Normally I'm like a night owl and I am able to focus a lot. Like, I always film at night and stuff, but I also am trying to pick back up on my small business. Things have kind of slowed down, like in terms of my marketing. So I'm trying to amp that back up, and I've been spending most of my time on that at night now. So, well, that and like editing my videos. I hear my son like jumping up and down in his crib, and that's he's screaming, so I kind of lost my train of thought. But basically at night my primary focus is editing my videos, because I upload a lot on TikTok and Instagram, well, and shorts, but TikTok and Instagram does see it first and a bit more, because there's some things on YouTube, like the sounds get copyrighted or something, and I just end up removing it because it's a lot of work trying to go back and edit like different sound clips. So if you do want to see more of my content, actually do follow me on TikTok and Instagram, because there is a bit more content on there than YouTube shorts. Basically, after I do my editing, or while things like download on my phone after I finish editing, I'll work on my descriptions, but while things download, I can't really use my phone. So that's when I start focusing on my small business things. And yeah, that's when I'll just put my phone away, let it charge while it loads, and just focus on that. And it works out. I've kind of got like into like a nice rhythm of things. I've been getting so tired at the end of the day, and I just want to like rest. But alas, life has to happen, and I have big dreams, big things I want to do, and I have to stay focused. But right now I'm going in with my cream bronzer. This is from Revolution Beauty. It's the Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. I really do love this bronzer now. I initially didn't like it. It's a little bit like dewier than I'd like ideally for my cream bronzer to be, but it's still really nice. I like the tone of it. But I'm using, again, this F4 brush. I've been really loving this for my bronzer. I hope these sounds aren't going to be annoying in the video. Like, I'm used to these sounds. Usually I'm the one making these sounds with my son, but I'm hoping this doesn't disturb my audio. But I really like this brush for applying my cream products. And honestly, I've just been using this bronzer, the smaller side, for both my cream blush and my cream bronzer. And I really do like it. And it just gives like a nice seamless blend. Like, again, this just kind of speeds things up than my other brushes that I typically use. And I'll be setting this with powder, so it's not going to look as harsh. Anytime you do any cream products, you can go heavier if you're planning on applying a good bit of powder on top, because I'm testing out a new powder, well, new to me powder from the drugstore, and it actually has like some pigment to it, even though it's translucent. So it kind of has a little bit of cover, so I'm not going to completely like blend this out. Ahead with my cream blush. This is Patrick Ta's, like the blush duos, and She's Seductive. I got this one as a gift from a family member. I'm just gonna wipe the excess bronzer off here. And like, it doesn't really seem to hold on to much product. So that's another plus of this brush. But I'm just gonna dab in here and dab the cream shade. I've been liking bringing my blush all the way to the corner of my eyes and up my temples. I always like putting stuff up my temples, but even more so, I like putting a little bit extra and in towards my eyelid. Just like that. And then I always focus my blush, like from where my eyes are right here, like out here. That's just what works with my face shape. And just, if you don't know what blush placement works best with your face shape, just try a whole bunch out, because some might shock you. I've even seen people put blushes like right here and it looks amazing on them, but that would look atrocious on me. Let's apply a little bit of blush on my nose. That's just my style at this point. So time to set, because I am already creasing, and I crease a lot and very fast. I mean, the sunscreen I have on isn't the best under makeup, but I really do like the sunscreen, and I do have a lot of them, so I'm just making it work. But I'm like, if you get creasing, especially underneath your eyes, most of the time it's from too much product. So I'll take like a brush that's dry, and I'll just kind of sweep underneath my eye to remove some of the concealer. Because you're kind of gently taking it away, it won't really mess with like how it's gonna blend. And I usually put like a lot of eyeshadow underneath and smoke everything out, so I don't need coverage there. I typically don't really put concealer up here, but it just kind of ended up here today. This is the setting powder I'm using. This is the Peanuts X Wet n Wild. I'm pretty sure their Wet n Wild setting powders are still going to be similar to this, but this is the Snow Much Fun setting powder. It says translucent loose setting powder, and it looks like this. It's not like completely white. It has like that little skin tony shade, but let's see. It does have a bit of color to it, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I always like to tap off the excess here and then kind of dab to make sure it's even on the puff. And look, I mean, I can make a powder work, but like, you can just tell it has like a color to it, which I'm not the biggest fan. Like, it's more pigmented than I'd want, but I can still make this work. It's still nice. It's not bad. But after using like Laura Mercier for so long, it's like the bar for my setting powders are quite high right now, but it's okay. I'm still on the hunt for another good setting powder. I did pick up a couple. I'm just kind of trying this out now. Like, for me to give an opinion on something, like, I need to try it out for a couple of days at least for me to form my opinion on it. Unless it's like a first impressions. If it's a first impressions, I'm just going to show you as I apply it how I feel about it. But for me to actually review something, I just need a little bit of time. Dabbing this on the centers of my face and on my chin. And then right here, basically areas that I'm not going to be putting some powder, blush, or bronzer on, I'm putting some setting powder here. Okay, making sure I get the center of my eyelids right here. It looks good. It does get like a nice smooth finish. It is a very nice like smooth finish powder. It's just not actually like as translucent as I'd hoped it would be, but it's still nice. And you know, I'm glad that this is matte, because when I saw that this is So Much Fun, I was kind of worried it might have like a glow or a shimmer to it, which is not something I want in a setting powder. Like, I want to be able to apply it exactly where I want it, so I'd rather have something that's pressed so I can just kind of dust it where I want it. Some powder bronzer. This is from Essence. It's just my go-to and my favorite. And I did upload a Sephora haul like recently, but last weekend we decided to go into Sephora because I was returning one product that I did not like at all. And I ended up buying like 5 more things. And guess what they were? They were all bronzers. All of them. Yeah. I got the House Labs bronzer because I've heard amazing things and I really like the shade range they have. And then I actually grabbed another Dior bronzer. I tried an older Dior bronzer. I'm guessing it's like the smaller one, but at Sephora, I saw they had these bigger ones and I swatched it and it didn't pull orange on my hand. So I was like, okay, well, now I have some hope, and I grabbed that. And then the third one was from Sephora Collection. And then what other ones? I'll have to check it out on TikTok because I will upload it there. It's probably there now already as I am posting this video, but I love bronzers and just random eyeshadow palettes, because that mall that we went to with that Sephora for that return, they also have a Neiman Marcus. And Neiman Marcus is also one of my favorite stores, but you know, Neiman Marcus is the way it is, and that's why this is the palette I'm planning on using today, so we'll get into that in a second. The blush part, I am just going to use the same She's Seductive. I'm going in with a light hand. Patrick Trout blushes are very pigmented, and I always like to tap like right on the mirror and just apply. There we go. Really nice. I almost dipped into the cream. I know Patrick Ta likes to do powder first and then cream, and you can do that if you want a dewy finish, but I'm not wanting a dewy finish, so I will do this. But I really do love this shade. It's such a wearable, like, it's like an everyday shade. It's hard to go wrong with this. Wow. Absolutely. I've been leaning a lot towards these types of blushes. Really, really pretty. I think I pointed this out, but when I was powdering my face, like with the setting powder, I also put a little bit of powder in my eyebrows, and that kind of helps this eyebrow product or any eyebrow product to kind of stick on. I feel like a lot of times I would be putting a lot of eyebrow products on and it would kind of like slide off after a couple of hours. And this just kind of helps lock everything in place. It's just absorbing all the excess oils in the hair so it doesn't interfere with the products. But I'm filling in my brows. This is a brow pencil from Morphe. All the products I have and use, always in the descriptions. If I ever miss a product, just let me know in the comments. I'm usually pretty good with responding to comments. And same thing with my makeup brushes. I normally don't tell you what makeup brushes I use. I do have a video on my favorite brushes, but every once in a while things change and I'll use a couple different brushes here and there. But if you're curious, just let me know. I can send you the link. I love helping you guys out with that because I do have a lot of affordable finds and I absolutely love sharing and talking about them. Okay, but there's the eyebrows. I don't do anything crazy. Just fill in the sparse parts and like the front here. I just realized I got foundation on my shirt. I'm not going upstairs to change. We're just gonna deal with it. Since we were talking about Neiman Marcus, we're just gonna go ahead and use this palette today. This is from Guerlain. It's Ombres G. Okay, this is, what shade is this? Royal Jungle. I've never actually purchased anything from Guerlain. I actually was going to the Tom Ford counter to see if they had this one eyeshadow quad in stock that I have been wanting, but it's been like out of stock for ages. And they don't have it. So I was just walking around and this caught my eye. Or honestly, the whole counter caught my eye. I actually was gonna get a bronzer, but I was like, no, but you just bought a whole bunch. You don't need another bronzer. So I decided to try an eyeshadow quad from them. So this is the one I grabbed. This is called Royal Jungle. I swatched this shade on my hand and it's insane. It's so, so, so beautiful. And of course, like it comes with like these little brushes I never really use, like, you know, same kind of Tom Ford size. They usually come with 2 of them, but I dropped one in the car and it comes with like these little nice pouches that I never really use. Anyways, this is the packaging and it's so, so pretty. I feel like this is lighter weighter packaging than Tom Ford. Like I feel like Tom Ford's packaging is a bit more luxe than this, but they're about the same price, I believe. But let's just go ahead and get right into it. When it comes to ultra high luxury like brands like these for cosmetics, I like to grab palettes that are more like versatile because like there was another palette that stood out to me and it was like a peacock one. There was such a gorgeous blue shade, but again, I wouldn't be getting much versatility with the looks. And these being around $100 each, I was just like, let's just get something a bit more versatile like this. And so, man, I'm super excited to dip in. What do I even start with? Okay, let's go ahead with this pink. No, it's like a brown shade. It's like a reddish brown. I'll use like a denser but fluffy brush. Just place this in my crease. Wow, that appears like not reddish at all on me, but this is a shade I swatched in store and it had such a beautiful shimmer. And I'm hoping I get that again because initially when I first saw this shadow, my initial thought was, this is gonna look so beautiful smoked out. But again, the lighting in Neiman Marcus always gets ya. Like everything just looks so shiny, so beautiful. But I really do like the shade. It's very buttery. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and place this in my crease and then I'll take another blending brush and blend things out. But I like how pigmented it is. It's not like overly pigmented and hard to work with, which I do appreciate. Wow. Yeah, I'm seeing that shimmer. It's really pretty. This in like evening eye looks would be absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna draw this kind of on like that. Yeah, that's gorgeous. For eyeshadows like these, I highly recommend setting your eyelids really, really well. Otherwise, you are gonna get patchiness. But now I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush and blending these edges out. I really like how this blends out. It's very like a soft blend. Wow. Yeah, this feels luxe. It feels really nice. Taking that same shadow and smoking out my bottom lash line and kind of connecting it right here. This just looks so nice on its own. This really could be a one and done. I didn't put the shadow on my lids, but honestly, if you just kind of put this all over your lids and smoked it out, this is absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty. Go ahead and take a crease brush and use this black shade right here. There's like a subtle shimmer in this, so we'll see. I'm just gonna put this on like my outer corner. Ooh. Okay, it's like really hard. Okay, we'll see. So I'm noticing it with this formula, it's not like a buttery, like soft formula. It almost feels like it has like a hard cast on top. What's going on? Oh, my brush is dirty. Let me switch brushes. The texture of this one's different. Okay, my middle finger's clean right here. I'm just gonna show you. Rubbing it on. And it's just like Hold on. Has like a sheen to it. Am I supposed to use my finger? Am I dumb? No, that doesn't look right. Hold on. I think we're good. I'm kind of working my brush into it. It's a very hard and stiff pan. But is that what they're going for? Like it's kind of adding like a soft shadow where I'm applying it. See? Because it like, it's not, even when you look at the pan, it has like a shine to it. It's different for sure. I need to look this up. It'd be funny if I'm not even supposed to use it like this. I think I'm supposed to be able to build this up. Let's try that. I think it's supposed to be like a buildable shade because as I'm adding it, it's just slowly getting deeper and deeper. But when it comes to my eyes, I don't really like to rub and like really work things in a lot. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this. Someone tell me if I'm doing something wrong. But be nice. Some people are mean on the internet. I haven't had very mean comments or anything on YouTube or any of my socials yet, but every once in a while you see one and it's just like, why would you say that? That's not very nice. Just tell me kindly, please. Am I doing something wrong? I'm trying to smoke this out. I'll do some research and maybe I'll try this look again, but I do like how this looks. I'm not gonna lie. It still looks really nice. It's still giving me that depth in the corners where I'm applying it, but I just don't know if I'm supposed to be working it in like this or not. Or if I'm supposed to use a different brush or like my fingers, because it leaves like a stain too, which is interesting. Okay, but I'm gonna use the light shade right here all over my lid. I'm switching to like a flat dense brush. This is just my go-to, and this actually looks like a baked formula shade, so this should have a nice shimmer to it. Yeah, oh, that's gorgeous. It has like that shimmer that I saw in the store with the dark brown shade, but this is that, but like a little bit more intense. Wow, really nice. Oh, and this one feels so silky. It's interesting. I think maybe it's supposed to have different textures because each of these shadows have such a different texture. This is just really silky. I'm focusing this on the inner half of my crease, or not inner half. I'm focusing this on the inner half of my lid. Just getting a nice shimmer there. I'm trying to be careful. I have lash extensions on, and these are just ones I did at home, so they're not like fantastically done, but they work. And it just makes the look come together a lot faster because it does get annoying sometimes to put on lashes. I kind of got used to it for a little while, but it is nice to have these on for a change and not have to worry about sticking on lashes. Just 3 of the 4 eyeshadows. I really like how this looks. I just don't know if I'm using the dark shadow right, but I like how this looks. I mean, I hope the camera is showing the nice blend and like the shadows that I'm getting. But these colors are all versatile colors for me. I could get good use out of all of these, but I just don't know what it is with this eyeshadow. I'll figure it out. To keep the whole like smoky kind of vibe going, so I'm going to use a like smudgy liner. This is from Maybelline. It's a Tattoo Studio liner. This is good. I find that if I put lashes on top of this, the lashes don't last. Like they don't stay on, they come off easier. So just to know, I am looking still for another good eyeliner that smudges and stays on like right where I smudge it. I haven't found it yet. So let me know if you guys have any recommendations. After applying some liner, I'm taking a brush and gently smudging those edges out and creating a soft wing. See, it just adds like to a bit of the drama of the eyes. And I feel like with lash extensions, it's just easier to do this because it is kind of hard to get like a perfect line when you have like these things kind of just poking at you. But honestly, I think this is like my last day of wearing these. I just don't like having on extensions for more than like a week. These actually are pretty comfortable, surprisingly. It's just for me, I just need to know that I'm getting like a full deep clean, and it's just like lint kind of hangs on to it, and it's just liner is done. I think eyes are done. I really like how this looks. I'm just so confused about that black shadow. I'll figure it out though, but I do like how this looks. It comes together really easily, and honestly, this shade itself is the reason why I bought this. I mean, of course I'm gonna get used to all this, but this shade right here, really, really stunning. Like it looks like a warmer toned brown in here, but it's such like a perfect cool tone brown that you can just smoke out any shadow. Like I feel like if you put any like colorful, even like an electric blue shadow all over your lid, and then you use this color in your crease to buff it out, it's gonna, I feel like they need to sell this in like a single thing, because that shade itself is really, really beautiful. I absolutely really do love it. If you guys saw my last video, I showed like this little hack I did, but I basically put all of my like most reach for lip liners in this like coloring pencil case, and it's so much more easier and more fun to pick out my lip combos, because all my favorites, and I have it where I have all the shade names facing me, and I don't have to dig through my drawers anymore to find my lip liners. But this is such a game changer. If you're a lip liner any hoarder like me, get this. And this is like just $10 on Amazon. But today I want to do a lip combo that's really cool toned. I just have the whole cool tone like vibe going on. So I'm going to use the NYX matte suede matte lip liner in the shade Sandstorm. My lips are super dry. I absolutely should have like used a lip balm before I started. This kind of reminds me of like Max Stone or Cool Spice. I don't know. I can't remember which one, but this seems very, very similar to a very popular MAC lip liner. It's really pretty. It's like a perfect cool toned nude. It's like just barely light. Like it's almost too light for me, but this is gonna work. It's gonna be fine. I'll make it work. This is what the lip liner looks like on. Look how gorgeous this is. I really love it. This is a new pickup, like a new find for me. I picked this up in my last Ulta haul. I'm a fan. Okay, and then I'm gonna use, okay, this I picked up today. I was running my errands. I was looking for gardening gloves for me and my son, because we're gonna be potting some plants tomorrow. I unfortunately did not find any in his size, but I was at Five and Below because I just thought they would have all the gardening tools, but they didn't have it, and I was just waltzing around, and I found these. Look, what does this remind you of? Looks like Charlotte Tilbury, right? This is from W7. I've used W7's like liquid illuminator like thing. It's like their version of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I absolutely love that product. And I think, I mean, I got mine off of Amazon, but like I guess you can also buy W7 at Five and Below too. But I only saw this in like an eyeshadow palette from there at Five and Below. But this, I'm excited. This is the shade Naked Desire. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a specific dupe for a specific shade. Let's see. Ooh, okay. It feels very satiny. It's very creamy. It feels creamier than Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Okay. I think the lip combo itself is a little bit light on me, so I'm going to use a deeper lip liner just to kind of deepen up the perimeter of my mouth. I'm starting to look a little dead. NYX liners are a little bit harder. I don't know if it was like a new formulation or something, but they have gotten a lot stiffer and harder. Like the other lip liner I had on Sandstorm, I kind of really had to work it in. And now that I have this lipstick on, it's kind of hard to get this on here. But it's working. Nice and slow. I'm just deepening up the outer corner, so I don't need to put too much pressure here. It's a really pretty combo though. I also, overline my lips quite a bit because I'm trying to get this on like just the outer edges, and of course it ends up bigger, but I'm kind of digging this look. This actually looks perfect with my eyes. Does it not? I really love it. I guess that's all for my makeup. This looks stunning. Oh, this almost has like a very 90s feel to it. Like ignore the foundation stain on my shirt. I don't even know when it got on there, but it's okay. But oh gosh, the hair is also hairing today. This is actually like a week old hair. I did my curls exactly a week ago, and look, I actually don't use any hairspray or anything. It's just like this side kind of gets wonky just because I do tie my hair up kind of like up on my head. But guys, this is just giving like 90s type of beauty. I should, ooh. Okay, let's call it that, like a modern 90s glam, because we're using all products that are like not from the 90s. But I really do like this look. This, I really do truly love like these shimmers that I did use, like these two shades. I am just so confused with this. Of course, like when I was buying this, I only swatched this shade. Not like, when I'm really, Neiman Marcus just does that to me, okay? Like, I have bought so much stuff there just because it's like, it just seems so perfect in the moment, but I should have swatched like all of these. I don't know, I'll figure this out. Maybe like once I figure it out, if I have like another way of doing it, I'll recreate this look or create a different look with this eyeshadow palette, because I truly do love this eyeshadow palette. Like, dare I say, this might top my Tom Ford quads that I have. But I don't know. I need this to work though, because at like around $100, I need the eyeshadows to work. That's my only beef with this right now. But this, literally the shadow alone, I absolutely love. It's so, so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see my face more, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. YouTube first does see it too, but TikTok and Instagram does see it first and more, because I've just been having a lot of like the copyright sound issues with TikTok or YouTube shorts. So just follow me there. There's just a little bit more content on there, and I promise you'll enjoy it if you do enjoy my videos. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have this eyeshadow palette or any of the Guerlain eyeshadow palettes, let me know if the eyeshadows are supposed to be like this or if I'm just like dumb. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.